It's sort of a going back in time to see how maybe they were praying all of their prayers, like a lot of people together in a mosque. Dear friends, selam. Welcome to another episode of Ramadan Radio. I'm Meryem and I'll be your host for today. And we're joined by Nalan, a country far, far away from me. Wait. Before this continues, a small disclaimer. Nalan is not a country. The country where Lord of the Rings was filmed. Well, you might need to look it up if you don't already know. But today our topic is one Tarawih that I cannot forget. And Nalan has very special stories about this. So, welcome, Nalan. What's your story about the Tarawih?
So firstly, hello. I'm actually quite happy to be here. I am currently living in New Zealand, but my story is from Indonesia actually. I lived there a couple of years before I came to New Zealand. And the one Tarawih that I can't forget is, it was when we were kids in Indonesia, we went to this city. It was like a small city, but the mosque was one of the most beautiful mosques that I've ever seen in my life. It had the golden dome and honestly, it was just magnificent. Like, I can't describe how beautiful it was. But the thing that stuck in my mind was the fact that when we were praying, it wasn't like men was in the front and women had to go upstairs or, some kind of deep unknown space of the mosque. But it was actually, they divided the mosque to side by half, which was quite, I don't know, I just felt as a woman very honored to be very up close to the imam. And even though I was a kid, it just blew my mind how equal that was. So
I've never went to a mosque like that.
Yeah, no, neither did I. Like, honestly, I think it was the only mosque that I've ever seen like that. We were literally in the same room, like the same main hall of the mosque, where usually the men are over there and the woman has to go, those stairs. And then it wasn't like a maze that we had to go and find. It was just over there. And obviously it's also halal because they're just dividing it by the dividers. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was just a very beautiful, to be able to pray, even like, again, I was a kid back then, but like it was just beautiful. Yeah.
I can't think of like one Tarawih that I can't forget, but the thing that I can't forget about Tarawih and what excites me most about Tarawih is that you live your whole day knowing that you're gonna break your fast and then you're gonna go to Tarawih. So every day in Ramadan feels way more close. It feels like I'm actually planning my day around my deen during Ramadan. It's not so much like that in other days, or doesn't feel like.
Not. Yeah, I understand you completely. I feel that too. Like, especially like in my daily life, I do plan my days, my meetings and everything according to my prayers. But just like you said, during Ramadan, it's a lot more intense because, again, with the Tarawih and everything. Tarawih is for me like a resting, like at the end of the day, it's just like a resting time where especially if you're going to Tarawih, to the mosque with your family, your friends, it's the pure time to socialize with your family while praying and being present with your God. So yeah, it's just such a beautiful time. Honestly, I can't wait for this year.
Yeah, there's also, guys, we're not filming this during Ramadan. We're pre-recording these because as you guys might guess, it's very, very hectic in Ramadan, especially for us. Another thing about the Tarawih is that in the day, we're not really used to praying together as Jamaat. And in our Prophet's time, it was way more common to pray every prayer in like a mosque together. But nowadays it's sometimes not possible and sometimes not ideal. It's the ideal, but basically we can't do it anymore that much. And so I think Tarawih is, in that sense, is sort of a going back in time to see how maybe they were praying all of their prayers, like a lot of people together in a mosque. I see many mosques very empty throughout the day nowadays, especially in Turkey. When I went at a random time, it was mostly very empty, even during like the exact prayer times. So I feel like Tarawih are some time that I feel like lovers finds their love. You know,
Exactly.
those places are not empty. Houses of Allah are not empty at those times. So I think that's another good thing.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I have been living outside of Turkey for a very long time, so I don't really remember how it was back then. But the thing is, especially like in these foreign countries, it's not very, we don't live in Islamic countries. That's why the mosques are empty, especially in the woman's side. It's really hard to say. Because yeah, it's hard to say it, but like during Ramadan, during the Tarawih time and everything, seeing all those sisters coming through and then just praying, and then after the prayer, it's just, I don't know, talking about Allah, about our deen all together, drinking some tea. It's just, it's just, these are simple stuff, but I think those simple stuff make up what Ramadan is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like that for me. I don't know.
And this alludes to like an upcoming episode about the nightlife of a Muslim in Ramadan. Yeah, no, we changed the order of episodes while publishing. So see the past episode. We might end it there, alluding to a next episode. So thank you guys so much for listening to us. Is there anything you'd like to add lastly, Nalan?
No, I think I'm just very happy to be talking about it. It's just bringing back the memories that I've lived, and I'm honestly very excited for Ramadan. So, inshallah, we'll have the most beautiful ones again, with all together, with our friends and loved ones.
Yeah, I hope this is the best Ramadan to come, at least compared to our past, and hopefully each Ramadan that comes becomes the best.
Inshallah.
Well, see you guys in another episode. Stay tuned and have a great one.